What's up everybody? Chef Glenn B and I'm back in the kitchen, and today I'm working on pasta puttanesca. Loosely translated, it's spaghetti in the style of the prostitute. Legend has it that the ladies would make this dish and the aromas would entice clients. In addition to that, legend has it that the ladies would make this dish because it was a quick dish that they could make to have between clients. Here's my take on it. All right, the first thing I need to do, I've got some tomatoes that I need to get the skins off of, and I need to get the seeds out of these. I want to cut these into little thin strips. So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut a little cross hatch there, and I'm gonna cut the core out of the tomato. Do the same thing for this. Okay, I've got a pot of hot water, boiling water here, and I'm gonna toss my tomatoes in. I'm gonna leave them in there for about 30 seconds or so. All right, so my tomatoes are ready to come out of this water, and I'm gonna toss them in this ice bath I have here. Okay, so I blanched my tomatoes. See the skin's already coming off of this one, but we want to pull the skin off. Okay, so what I want to do is I'm going to quarter these tomatoes and get the seeds out of them. Okay, so I'm gonna get the seeds out of these tomatoes. So these are so big that I'm actually gonna have to cut them one more time. These tomatoes are going deep, so I need to cut them one more time so that I can get to the seeds. So my reason for doing this is the seeds and that pulp that's in there, it's actually more so the pulp than the actual seeds. But the insides of this tomato is gonna create more water in my dish than I wanna create. I don't want the water in my dish at all. I don't need that. I just want the actual tomato. So I've got the skin and the pulp out of my tomatoes. I'm ready to slice them up. What I'm looking for is these little thin strips like that, and they don't have to be, obviously it's not gonna be perfect and everything's not gonna be uniform, but just generally speaking, you wanna get some thin strips like that. All right, so I've got my tomatoes sliced up. I'm not gonna use all of the tomatoes that I prepped. This is gonna be good enough, but what I wanna mention to you is that you can use any type of tomato that you can find. But the point that I want to make is that in all of my recipes are about quality, the quality of the products that you use. And so find the very freshest tomato that you can find, whether it's a vine ripened tomato, whether it's a Roma tomato. Find the very best tomato, and I always recommend organic, okay? Organic and locally grown, but find the very best quality tomato. Don't just grab a tomato. Find a tomato that's really good and use it. All right, so my pasta's cooking. I moved the pot to the stove so that I could have room to work here. I'm gonna start with some olive oil. Got some butter. Okay, I've got some garlic. And I've got some anchovy. So a lot of folks worry about the anchovy. I know you're saying, is that gonna make the pasta fishy? No, in actuality it doesn't. It actually, the fishy is not there. It's just deliciousness when you actually get to eat the pasta. It's not gonna be fishy at all. So I'm gonna cook this for a few minutes until the garlic starts to brown. Make sure you don't burn it. All right, we got a good color there. I'm gonna go ahead and add my capers, my olives, tomatoes, and I've got some crushed tomatoes, and I like to use the fire roasted crushed tomatoes. So I'm gonna only cook this for a couple of minutes, just about 2 minutes or so. But I'm gonna season it with some salt, fresh cracked black pepper, All right, so I'm ready to toss the pasta in the sauce. I reserved a little of my pasta water. I'm gonna add that to it. Just toss it up. This sauce is so flavorful that it doesn't take much to just, to coat this pasta. It's really good. All right, so my pasta puttanesca is done, and I decided to pair it with the 2018 Bricco dell'Uccellone Barbera d'Asti. And let's see what the wine's talking about here. Oh, I love the color. It's somewhat translucent. It's on the far dark end of translucent, but it's a little translucent. I can see my finger on the other side of the wine. But it's a beautiful crimson color almost. Wow. It's like the fruit is just, I can't really pinpoint the fruit, but it's so luscious. It's creamy. It's like creamy fruit. Maybe a little plum, some cherry. It's starting to open up. Oh yeah, deep dark fruit, creamy dark fruit. Really nice. Let's give it a taste. Oh, this is really nice. Yeah, so I chose a Barbera because of the high acidity in the wine, and this sauce, I think it needs something with high acidity to pair with the tomatoes and the anchovies and the tangy, or the pickled nature of the capers. This is really good. I had a Barbera not too long ago. We did a video and I did a chicken Parmesan sandwich, and I had a Barbera that I paired with a sandwich, and that was good. I'm having a moment with this. This is, wow. Tannins are there. This is really good. I'm getting that again, that undescribable fruit. It's like a melange of deep, bright, dark fruit. I knew this bottle of wine was gonna be good. I knew it. I knew it. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and taste the food now. See what we're working with on the pasta. It's kind of light. As you can see, there's not a ton of sauce on there. Doesn't need to be. This sauce is so rich and flavorful. It coats this pasta. It's awesome. Like I said, that's good. Really rich in flavor, the garlic, and you don't taste fish. That is good. Let's see if it pairs with the wine. So harmonious, seamless. One more time, I gotta double check and make sure I'm not mistaken. Sorry, I'm taking so long here. This is good. You guys, I struggle, you know, when I'm tasting this stuff for you. Although I'm tasting it and I'm trying to share a recipe with you, it's good. You know, I'm human. You know what I mean? I'm enjoying this. It's like, sometimes I get lost in the meal as I'm tasting this. I forget that I've got you there on the other side of the camera. So. Yeah. This is a good one. This is a good one. Oh boy. As you can see, it was a good pairing. Our objective is always to get the perfect pairing. This, ladies and gentlemen, was the perfect pairing. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank all of you for watching my video today. For those of you that have already subscribed and have been watching the videos, thank you. I really appreciate it. For those of you that are new, go ahead and take this opportunity to subscribe to my channel. I regularly drop videos where I share my favorite recipes and I pair them with wines. I'm Chef Glenn B, and as always, eat well.